morning, YouTube. This is Angie with another short video. I'm just basically getting ready for work right now. Well, I'm not ready, but I'm about to drive off to work. And today, I just want to talk about how people are all of a sudden talking about inflation, all that stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm so shocked. I actually knew that when Biden was going to come in, there was going to be inflation. Everybody kept saying, if you vote this way, you're going to be experiencing inflation. And now that we're experiencing different stuff besides inflation, we're basically going to get taxed to death if they can find it. Because I'm assuming that people don't know about the whole tax stuff with Cash App and all that stuff. And it's fine. We didn't have Cash App back then. We used cash. And to avoid all these tax penalties, start using cash again. Don't be using these apps like Cash App, PayPal, Google Pay, or whatever. There's ways to avoid it. We have done it in the past. We can do it again. And it's going to be a shock to people because they'll be like, well, we're worse off than we were when Trump was. Even with the COVID stuff, now that they're taxing stocks, now they're taxing Bitcoin, we're definitely worse. We're worse off. The housing market is out of control. I myself was looking for apartments. There are certain apartments that didn't even add up. They were overpriced. The area of the environment of these places were not in high standards based on the price that people are paying a month. And that's not good, because if you're paying a big amount of money to live in an apartment complex, your standard of living inside the apartment complex should reflect on what you're paying, and it's not. So that's very concerning. It's very concerning of what we are going through right now. People are saying that we are going to see prices go down again, but this is the thing I have here. If another year passes with the inflation, right, 1 year from now, you'll see people all of a sudden turn on Biden, because people are very upset. They don't know what's going on. They're very confused, and that's the problem. It's people who are voting are miseducated, they're misled, and they don't know exactly what they're doing. They believe that, believe certain beliefs that don't even make sense. Being taxed to death, not to death, but being overtaxed, that's not justice. That doesn't make justice for anybody. And if you're looking for equality of rights and equality of living, you should start with the taxes. To have a better standard of living, you have to have a tax reduction. When people say tax the rich, what they're saying is, we'll tax everybody. And this is why people are so confused. When you increase taxes, you're taxing the poor, the middle class, and the rich, okay? And they're believing this illusion that they're just taxing the rich. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. And I think people need to wake up to that reality. And then second of all, people that are, who have the money and all that stuff, like Jeff Bezos, if he gets taxed, right, like crazy, what's going to happen is he's going to use artificial intelligence to replace the human. So is this a benefit? No, this is actually a hindrance. So we need to actually wake up to the fact that they've been lying to us about how they're taxing people, and they've been lying about everything, what things are, what their costs are. So this is getting out of control, obviously, and people need to wake up that we are heading in the wrong direction. And if we keep up going in the wrong direction because based on equality, we're gonna go down like the Titanic, basically, because I can tell you that everything, it will ever be equal. What we can do is increase the standard of living, not increase the pricing, but whatever you're paying an apartment has to reflect the standard of living of what you're paying. So if you're paying $1,300 on an apartment or whatever, one bedroom apartment, you need to make sure that the outside of the environment doesn't have trash. There's no shootings. There's a security guard somewhere or whatever. Because this is out of control. And $1,300 is a lot for a one bedroom, in my opinion. I heard that people in better areas, they're paying around $2,000 for one bedroom apartment. And I think that's just like out of control. Just because you live in some place called downtown something, whatever, downtown, like anything that has downtown, they make it sound like it's a city or whatever, which is not even a city, it's like a fake city. They overprice this to the point that's ridiculous. So I don't know if people are gonna wake up to this, but we need to wake up that we are all the same and we're in it together. We're all paying rent. We all paying mortgages or whatever. I don't know if you have a house or whatever. Electricity, water, internet, whatever. We just need to wake up. That's all. We need to wake up because this is getting out of control. Literally out of control. Yeah, I mean, I always thought that Biden reflect Bush in similar ways. I mean, of course, Biden talks better, but better when he was younger than now. Like, he's not even able to talk right because of his age, and that's very scary too, because it's kind of like, who is the president? And I think there was one episode with Kamala Harris and I think it was somebody from Fight. I think it's not I don't want to say Fight Club, lunch, something like that, like Camille or something like that. He said, "Who's the president? Is Biden the president or Joe Manchin the president?" And Camille, it was called Harris, just couldn't answer I mean, she's just like Joe is, but she made it sound like he wasn't. So that was an interesting interview with Kamala Harris. You know, everybody's trying to attack her about what's going on in their party, and now everybody seems like, looking at the Democratic Party, they're like, well, it seems like you guys don't know what to do. You guys don't know what you're doing. And it's obvious that they don't know what they're doing. And it's crazy. We're living crazy times. I talked to one of my friends yesterday. They're like, yeah, this is horrible. Like, I just can't stand wearing face masks anymore. I can't meet people anymore. And this person works from home, like, every day. Like, I don't think he ever been to the office. I don't even know, because he got hired during COVID times. It's crazy. I mean, just the inflation itself is crazy, but on top of that, with the virus, is even crazier. I mean, I remember things being the same, I mean, pretty high before in the past, but it was livable to the point that it didn't bug you. But this is just to the point of no return. This is not even livable. But anyways, that's my opinion. Please like and subscribe, and have a beautiful day. Bye.